Hello everyone, I hope you're having a good week. This should be a good week. Today we want to talk about the lithium battery and the charge percentage. Now on our lithium batteries, when you're going down the cart path or you're going down the driveway or what have you, this battery, when it gets down to 10%, it will turn the battery light on. And then if you keep driving at 3%, it's going to start flashing slowly and say, hey silly, we got to get charged up fast. So, and on our onward product, you have a gauge, and that gauge can literally go down to 0%. And I want to caution everybody, inside all of Club Car's battery packs is a BMS, and inside of to that BMS is a solenoid. So if you get down below 0% and your car will not charge, the battery has to have enough voltage to produce the solenoid to meet the contacts. Otherwise, we're buying a battery. That battery costs a lot of money. So it's very, very, very important to not get down below 10%, in my opinion. On our batteries, we are not washing them off. Our lithium batteries are sealed, and you should not be able to get any water in them. But for safety precaution, lithium does not like water at all. What I suggest is literally just coming into the battery and you can wipe it off. Then you can just wipe the bucket out if you want. But that is the way that we're going to clean this battery system. The power that lithium produces is just unbelievable. And lithium produces power all the way until it's dead. All the way down to 5-10%, it still has the 100% power. You shouldn't have to be touching none of this. And for a lot of people that don't understand how lithium works, there is a lot of amperage in this battery. So you shouldn't be undoing these for no reason and touching this, because when this is alive, that's a lot of amperage and that can hurt you just like lead acid batteries. So that it is maintenance free and is a good system. So we're going to go over the service of the lithium car. And since you have the lithium battery in it, there's not much to do really. We're always going to be looking over the leaf spring bushings. We're always going to be looking over the hub bearings, and we're going to grease the front end. And like I said, you're checking for play. You're listening to see if the bearing's any good or not. Same thing over here. Checking for play, up, down, sideways, nothing. And I cannot hear the bearing. But we do have leaf spring bushings in both. We got A-arm, we got A-arm bushings. So if you have a little bit of play, you probably got a bushing out. Now, Club Car always says 50 hours for your first service, 100 hours afterwards or annually. We're always just looking for uneven wear, but this all looks good, so we're going to clean and adjust. I just take some emery cloth and just knock the glaze right off the shoe. Just like that. Knock the glaze right off this shoe. You inspect everything's working properly, and then I'll clean the surface up on the drum. And at this point, I'm just going to spray off the brakes with some brake cleaner. Clean the drum out also. And then same thing on the other cars. You can see these bushings are starting to crack, but they're still there, the shock bushings. And we'll be checking for the shock bushings. We'll be checking for the bushings in the rear. They all look good. This one might need to be replaced in about a year. We'll clean the other side, and also we will be looking at the diff. So the diff says that you can test it or replace it. It doesn't say that you have to replace it every year, but I warn you, if you don't replace it every 2 or 3 years, you could be looking into the bushings in your rear end to need to be replaced. The fluid does look good, but sometimes it can be deceiving on the bottom of the differential. So we're just going to change it out. And this is what I mean. You see all the metal shavings in that rear end already. So I caution you to at least change it every 2 years, in my opinion. So in our electric rear ends, we do run 30 weight. So it's just straight 30 weight for every electric vehicle we have. And it is just a fill spill system. So you can just pump this up until it spills out, and then the differential is full. And that sounds full, maybe a little too full. No, just perfect. So a lot of the technicians on here probably heard that that motor was still live. When you can hear that motor come alive. So you have to be very careful working on the lithium cars, and actually any electric car. Do not get up by the motor and shock yourself. Now, the only reason that I left it live on this car was because you had to undo the battery connector. And when you undo the battery connector, that kills all the power, and you can work on the car. But when you hook the battery back up in the club car, it will throw a diagnostic light. Now, it's pretty easy. If you guys ever get stranded with the lithium car on the golf course, cycle your key 5 times. That car might come back to life and take you back to the golf shop or to your house. So I kind of cheated the system because I didn't want to have to deal with the check engine light or the flashing light and the car go down. So I left it alive. But one thing you need to know on our lithium product, if you're not experienced with the lithium product, there is a lot of amperage back there and it can hurt you. So with that said, that is your lithium car. That is your the maintenance that you would do on your car. So I know we just got through with the election, and whether or not your president got elected or not, the one thing I want to encourage you is to not let it steal your joy. We still live in the best country in the world. Until the next round. Hey everyone, so we're going to talk about the lithium product and how to winterize it and store it. The good thing about the lithium product is there's no more watering. I mean, this is a maintenance-free system on the battery pack itself. So what we're going to focus on today is what I want you to do when you put it up. So the very first thing I want you to do is put the car in neutral, set the brake, turn the key off. If you have any accessories that you've put on this car, I want you to unplug it. If you have a Visage on your car, Visage, not connectivity or anything like that, there is a voltage reducer right down here, and I want you to come and unplug the voltage reducer. If it has Visage only. Now, we're going to plug this in. We're going to make sure it charges. Typically, you'll hear them beep. Now, if you're going to leave this, if you're going to use it every week, then this is not for you. But if you want to store your car, I want you to do exactly what we did, and I want you to put that in tow stow. Now, so after we put it in tow stow, what that's going to do, and hook the charger up, if we lose AC power to this charger, if your breaker or something tripped and we lost AC power and you're gone, at this point, this car will, if you charged it to 100%, which we just did, this car will go into a deep sleep from 30 to 50%. And it should store itself up for a long time until you come back. So it'll go into a deep sleep, 30 to 50%, if you lose AC power. But with that said, every car that is in storage, if you can go to that car and unplug that charger and plug that charger back in every week, that's what I want to do. Thank you very much. Until the next round.